Hi, I'm Mike from The Art of Doing CS, and I'm really excited to begin building a game with you here today. In this video, we're going to go over how you can access everything within a mission pack. All of your starter code and completed code for the 8 lessons that we're going to work through to take a completely broken and unplayable game and turn it into something that's really, really fun. So let's head to the computer screen and we'll dive right in. So I have my website open here, theartofdoingcs.com, and I'm going to head over to my games page here. So we're going to walk through the whole process of actually going through and purchasing a mission pack and getting everything set up. So maybe I'll select Nova Strike here, my space shooter game. So I can come down here, I can actually play a little Nova Strike if I want to. I can destroy some aliens, blow them up with laser beams, or some nice, let's see, where are they coming? Here we go. I'm going to hit that one with a bomb. Perfect. So I can play that game and say, hey, I really like it. I can actually come down here and watch some of our lessons for us. So maybe I want to watch this lesson in our lesson video playlist on our core gameplay mechanic. It's going to pop up right here, and I can see everything that we might
let's put a cooldown
build
of 10.
in
So
this
we'll just keep
lesson. Now, if you want to follow along and build this yourself, you're going to need our starter code, which is included in our mission packs. So if I come right up here, I can unlock the Nova Strike mission pack, getting full access to all of our starter code and completed code for this game just by selecting this button right here. So I'm going to hit purchase mission pack, and you can see that Nova Strike has already been selected. You just got to put in your information. I got to get your name, so I'll put my name in, and then I got to get an email, and this is where we're going to send a link where you can download the mission pack. So I'm going to put in Mike at theartofdoingcs.com. Now I have a promo code set up here for me, so just for learning, so I get it 100% off. This is probably not going to be active for you when you watch this video. So then you can just hit checkout, and it's going to take you to a Stripe payment page where you will be prompted to enter in your credit card information, but here, because this is free for me, I don't have to do any of that. So I will just click complete order. Perfect. And now it's going to verify that payment for me, and it's going to give me verification that, hey, that has been confirmed. Perfect. And we've emailed your download codes to Mike at theartofdoingcs.com, or whatever email that you put in here. And so if you click go to my downloads, it's going to bring you to this little form right here where you put your email in, and it will send you a link. So no need to create an account here at all. No accounts will be used. You just put in your email that you had on file. So I'll say Mike at theartofdoingcs.com, and it will send me a link to my downloads page. So if I look here, right here, I have gotten a download email, and I'll check that out right here. So if we come over, I'll bring that email up right here. Perfect. So it says, okay, here is your mission pack for Nova Strike. Go to my downloads. So I'll click the link, and it brings me to all of the mission packs that I've downloaded. So you can see I have 2 of them here. Here's the Nova Strike one that I just downloaded. I've got 3 downloads left. So I'll click download our mission pack. It's going to download it as a zip for me. And so all we have to do is just extract that file or unzip it. So I will go to my downloads folder and select extract all. We'll extract it. And typically I like to extract it to my desktop. That way I know it is exactly where I need it to be. I'll select my desktop and I'll click extract. All right. And so let's head over to the desktop now and let's see that file. All right. So here is the Nova Strike file. And so if we open that up, we've got 8 lessons. Each lesson has got a final file and a starter file in there for our starter code and our completed code. So now let's talk about how we're going to work within this folder. So you might have a dedicated IDE or integrated development environment on your computer. Feel free to use it. Like I have Visual Studio Code installed right here. And so you can go through and install some of that, but you also can just use a web-based IDE. So I'm going to go to open up a browser tab. I'm going to go to vscode.dev. And I really like vscode.dev. It's basically Visual Studio Code, but for the web browser. So if we come over here and we click on this little left-hand side, the Explorer, we can open up an entire folder. And so I'm going to go to my desktop, and I'm going to find that Nova Strike folder that we just extracted to the desktop, and I'm going to select it. I'll allow, and if we look here, I have all of my lessons open now here right inside of visualstudiocode.dev. So this is really, really nice. So I'm going to open up, let's just open up like lesson 1's starter file. And so right in here, I can work through and go through and look at all of the code that is for this game. Now, this is where we can edit our code directly in our browser, but we also should be able to play our games directly in the browser. And so if I now minimize this tab, I can also come right over here to the NovaStrike folder, and I am going to open up that file directly. So lesson 1's starter file. All right, and so here it is. So this is great. So now I have the game and I have my code. Okay, perfect. And I just moved them into the same browser window. And so this is the current state of the game that we have, and this is the code for that current state. And what's really nice about this structure of doing everything here in the browser, if I scroll down in my code here of lesson number 1, I enter this place called the student edit zone. This is where I can go about changing sort of like gameplay values without having any harm of actually breaking the game. So think of this as like your playground where you can experiment and you can explore. So for example, I've got a variable here called player size. It's currently set to 35. Let's make it, I don't know, 150. So if I make that 150 and I come back over here and I refresh my page, you can see my player is significantly bigger. So I see the changes that I'm going to make to my code. I see those changes reflected in real time. For example, let's change maybe the background color of our game. Right now it's just this weird looking thing. Let's set it to like 39 F2 B7 or B8. I don't know. Let's just see what that color looks like. And again, those colors change in real time. So this is going to be a really nice relationship of how we can do everything right here in our browser. We can make our changes and see those changes updated in real time. Now, if your vscode.dev, if you're going to use this and it doesn't look quite like mine, you can come down here to this little gear here and you can go to settings. And a couple of things that I've changed here, I have changed the font size to make it 42. So I upped the font size for me. Maybe you want to up that font size. You can also come here to the gear icon and you can go to theme and you can select what theme you want. And I'm using dark modern right here. All right, wonderful. So we have our IDE set up here in the browser with vscode.dev. We have our game open in the browser where we can test and play our changes directly. And the last thing that we're going to do is let's just go back to our website here and let's go back to our games page. And we're working on NovaStrike. And I just want to make sure we all are aware that we have our video playlist here of all of our lessons. So we can work through each lesson, one lesson at a time, to go from our beginning completely broken game to our final fully complete and fully playable game here. All right, so I think that's a really great overview of getting everything set up for what we need to hit the ground running here in lesson number 1. So I'm really excited to start building this game out with you, and I can't wait to see you in our next video.